So this past weekend, Republican Representative Lauren Boebert went and spoke at a gathering of the Republican Party Assembly in the state of Colorado. This happened on Saturday, where she went off on a tangent, of course, as she always does, about cancel culture here in the United States. And with Easter just a few days away at this point, decided to throw in a little Jesus for everybody and said that Jesus was also a victim of cancel culture. She said specifically, they even tried to cancel Jesus, but you can't cancel God, and the creator of the universe lives on the inside of you. See, here's the thing. This is kind of one of those situations where it's like, tell me you know nothing about Christianity without saying you know nothing about Christianity. Jesus was not canceled, right? He wasn't the victim of cancel culture. If you know anything about the Bible, you know that Jesus was specifically sent to earth by God to absolve mankind of their sins. And part of that was always that he was going to have to be a martyr, right? I mean, that's kind of the whole setup, right? Yes, he was persecuted in his time, as the Bible clearly tells us. Yes, his followers were persecuted, but that was the plan. And that's literally in the Bible. And I just love that Boebert tries to throw it out there, being like, hey, you know what? It's Easter coming up. Let's talk a little bit about Jesus. Let's wrap him up into today's cancel culture, which, for the record, pretty much exists exclusively on the right. Let's just say that he was, a victim of cancel culture. No, that is why Jesus was sent to earth. It's in the Bible. Maybe pick it up and read it. That's not cancel culture. Cancel culture would be you and your husband getting banned from a bowling alley in Colorado because your husband decided to show his ding dong to a couple of underage girls. Allegedly, of course, right? I mean, that's being canceled. You're canceled from a bowling alley that you can't ever return to along with your husband. So, that's pretty severe. I wonder what Jesus would have to say about that. Would Jesus be cool with that? Or would Jesus be like, hey, could you not expose yourself to underage girls and then pretend the whole thing didn't happen? Right? Republicans use Jesus as a get-out-of-jail-free card. They use religion as a get-out-of-jail-free card. They wrap up their bigotries, their prejudices, their hatreds in religion so that you can't attack it. And that is exactly what Boebert is doing in this particular instance. She's trying to link cancel culture, which of course she says is on the left, it's really on the right, to Jesus. So look, I'm religious, I'm talking about culture war issues, I've tied it all in, even though none of it makes any sense. You want to talk about cancel culture? Right now, her party is literally calling for boycotts of Disney because Disney wants to fight against Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. Ben Shapiro going to dump $100 million into children's programming to compete with Disney because they don't like their politics. On literally one issue, by the way. Disney, of course, funded the politicians who ended up passing Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. They had no problem with that. They have no problem getting the tax breaks and all the great incentives from Republican leaders, but when they get exposed for funding the people that passed this horrible bill, then they say, oh, no, suddenly we don't support it. No, you do. You just didn't think you'd get busted for it. But Jesus was not the victim of cancel culture. I don't even care if Disney's the victim of cancel culture. But let's stop pretending that this is a thing that the left is doing when every other day there's a new Republican outrage, whether it's Disney, last week it was Oreos, before that it was M&M's, Sesame Street, Potato Head dolls, Dr. Seuss, Nikes, Yeti coolers. The list is endless of the Republican cancels in just the last couple years, folks. So don't buy into this crap, but more importantly, don't buy into the phony Christianity being pushed by people like Lauren Boebert. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.